Welcome to Slut in Training, hosted by Missy Greenberg.
Jordan Carlson.
Tania Ross. Would I like this in my banana bread mix or no?
Is it a
No.
butthole
There's
derivative?
Missy, there's no ass.
Well, I'm just
No
starting with a
chocolatey.
body part and then
There-
work my other way.
there could-
Vanilla or
ass.
chocolate?
Think like positions.
Oh, positions.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Positions.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Positions,
Yeah.
positions.
No.
I only know
Nobody?
2 positions. In bed.
Bueller. Come on. You only know 2 positions.
I don't know.
I'm
In
just
and
saying
out.
this for the podcast.
Okay.
Hanging upside down, like on the bed, like being.
Yeah. What do
Think
you?
I don't
about
know. I have
Are you,
no
think
idea.
are you turning?
I don't know.
What happens?
Turning.
Clearly, you guys have
Churning.
never churned butter before.
Perhaps I
Is it
have.
like
and I'll
folding
never
butter?
admit it.
Oh,
Yeah. I don't know.
Amish
Folding.
country.
You're not
I-
folding butter. You're
No.
churning it. So it's like
No.
this. Oh,
There-
Yeah.
There is.
I didn't know
Is
what
it a-
folding was.
is that motion part of the body part?
Well, you don't churn butter that way. You're not mixing. It's not like you're mixing.
It's not a physical
It's
movement.
it's like a
hand job.
it's
Pounding.
Like you're pounding. There's some pounding.
Pounding
happening.
something inside the girl?
Yeah.
Tanya's
no.
eyes just kind of
Okay,
lit up,
okay.
so
That's
so
sad.
Why don't
What
you
was
tell
it?
us what the meaning is?
Butter churner is a sex position where the receiving partner has their legs in the air and the other partner squats to enter them. It allows for deep penetration.
Squats to enter. All right.
You're churning
all
the
right.
butter with your stick.
Your stick.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. All right.
Thank you.
Whatever.
Thank you for that.
Missy's like, all
All
right,
right.
whatever. Then goes home and is like, churning butter. I'm going to write this
I'm
down
gonna
in my
Google it.
sex position book.
Where did she find it?
Well, why don't we start with the show?
Yes.
ladies?
All right.
Okay,
Well,
whatever.
I
Let's move on.
am so happy to introduce Bonnie Gross is an award-winning comedy writer and producer with a passion for telling stories around vaginal health care and sexuality. Bonnie recently won I think it's a special jury award for
Are you reading
screenwriting.
your own handwriting right now?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
terrible.
You suck at this.
I suck
You
at this.
She has good
Jury
handwriting.
award, as well as the jury award for Best Comedy Feature at the Austin Film Festival for her most recent film, Lady Parts, based on her own journey navigating the vaginal healthcare world. Welcome,
Welcome,
Bonnie.
Bonnie.
So
Welcome,
nice to
Bonnie.
finally meet you.
Yes.
Yes, thank you
So
for having
excited.
me.
Yeah.
Coming on.
my
So
gosh.
we sort of crossed paths in Austin.
Mm-hmm.
We were at the same place. but
Yeah, I remember seeing lady parts like stuff in
I
the women's
did,
bathroom.
yeah.
But every
Yeah.
time we would tell people our
Slut
name,
in training.
Slut in Training, they would be like, "Oh my God, did you see Lady Parts?"
Yeah.
Like
Are you
they,
guys together?
yeah, they
Are
thought.
you guys best friends?
So
You
I
should be.
couldn't wait.
Yeah.
Could not wait to
Yeah.
to watch it.
to watch it. Yeah.
And your
Same.
award's amazing. I mean, that
I know.
Austin.
Yeah,
Film
congratulations.
Festival,
Congratulations.
Thank
on
you.
That award is
For those of you who don't know, Austin Film Festival is one of the biggest
the best.
festivals and the
festivals.
best. Yeah,
Yeah.
Missy.
Yeah.
it's a good one. So congrats.
Congrats,
Yeah.
Bonnie.
Thank
So,
you.
Bonnie, we ask all our guests to tell us what slut means to them.
I feel like slut just means you're empowered
Mm-hmm.
in your own pleasure. I don't even want to say sexuality or anything. Like you just are owning your pleasure,
Yeah.
whatever that might be.
Yeah. I love it broad.
Yes,
I mean,
me too.
Yeah. I love
Me
that.
too.
Yeah.
I love that. Thank you, Bonnie, for that. Bonnie, can you tell us your story? Why did you decide to become a screenwriter?
Yeah. I have always loved writing. If you can't tell, there is a part in the movie where she says, "Oh, that story you wrote in first grade about Paul Revere from the horse's perspective, that is a true story." From there, I went to college and someone's like, "You can like write creative scripts." And I was like, "You can do that? That's a job?"
Right.
And I had no idea.
Where did you
And
grow
then
up?
So I grew up right outside Philadelphia in a
Oh,
town
okay.
called Lafayette Hill.
Okay.
That's why I know about the Amish.
Yeah.
We used to take like field trips a lot in Pennsylvania to
That's
like
funny.
churn butter.
Oh,
The
okay.
Pennsylvania
In your
kids get it.
backyard.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Yeah.
That's so
Butters
funny.
in your backyard. It's like,
Yeah, the Philly kids get it.
yeah.
And then how did you get started in like doing features?
Oh yeah. So Lady Parts actually started as a television pilot.
What?
I love that.
And
Whoa.
Amazing.
yeah, so I got the surgery that the movie's about in 2016, right after I graduated college.
Mhm.
And after that, I was like so mad. It was so isolating because I
Mhm.
didn't know anybody else with these conditions. Like, this is just happening to me.
Yeah.
Eventually, I got to a point where I wanted to do something about it. So I wrote a blog post where I actually didn't even go into that much detail about what was happening. But I remember watching, oh God, the 2016 election was on at that time too. So I'm like on bed rest watching like the national conventions and all, talk about stripping away women's health care and all that fun jazz.
Mhm.
And I wrote a blog post about it. Got a lot of amazing feedback from people that were like, wow, this is really cool that you're talking about this. I have something similar.
Mhm.
I have a friend with this, or I didn't know this was a thing. And so it was just all this amazing feedback. And I was like, oh, okay, I guess people want to hear about this. And
Mhm.
I'm not alone. I'm not freakish just because
Yeah.
this is happening to me.
Yeah.
And from there, I bought a one-way ticket to Los Angeles with no place to live and no
Aw.
job, on an air
I love
mattress
that.
that I
The
slept
American
on for 3
dream.
years.
Mhm.
Living the
Yes,
dream.
Yep.
such a dream.
Yeah.
I don't suggest this
Yeah.
anyone watching, but I slept on that air mattress for 3 years with my trash bags of clothes and
Mhm.
my plastic drawers.
Mhm.
Um, and I basically worked full time and then went back to school at UCLA at night. And so when the pandemic hit, I was working in Birmingham, Alabama at a social media company.
Amazing.
Yes, I was like, life
Sounds
changed. I
like,
moved.
yeah, another dream come true.
Another dream. Yeah, I've lived 20 lives.
Yeah.
That's what you'll get out of this. But by that point, I was on a real mattress and I was really
Mhm.
proud of myself. I had saved up money to do that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And, I got furloughed and I kind of like repicked up the script and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna like look through all this feedback. I'm gonna make this into a feature, even though I've never
Mhm.
written a feature, and I'm gonna figure it out. But if you had told me like even like 5 years ago, like, oh, you'd make a feature, I'd be like, what are
Yeah.
you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
no,
cool.
I'm
It's
not.
just my vagina. It's
Just
fine.
my vagina. Yeah, I was like, oh
Vagina.
no, I'm writing a television pilot
Yeah.
about it.
This is
Yeah. Yeah.
awesome.
So yeah, now like I can't imagine it any other way. I absolutely fell in love with the indie feature world. Like I've
Yeah.
gone to all these festivals now and I've seen all these
Done
amazing
so
projects.
well.
Very
I love that you
inspiring.
took your own story
Mhm.
and you were proactive with it and made it into one entertainment
Mhm.
for everyone to laugh with and about, and then also made it so relatable, I think, for women, especially, obviously. But I love that you were empowered to do that and create your own journey. And look where you are. That's incredible.
Thank you.
We wore
Yeah.
pink for because of the
Yeah,
movie.
Yeah.
of the
Because she wore
movie.
pink and
Yes.
yellows.
A lot of bright
Yes.
colors.
It was planned.
Yes.
Very bright
Yeah.
colors.
Jumping into the actual movie, and obviously our listeners won't be able to see it right now, but I do love the opening scene. Can I spoil it for listeners?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, not spoil,
Not
but
spoil,
yeah, we can
spoil,
talk
but
about
I
it.
do
Yeah.
love the opening scene. I won't describe
course you
exactly
do.
what happens,
Mhm.
but you get the tone right away. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I feel like most women have been in that situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
For
yeah.
sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's kind of how me and the director Nancy had met. Was actually when I sent her the script, she had just read the first scene, which
Mhm.
is this, if you're somebody with vaginismus, pelvic floor dysfunction, or just someone with a vagina in general, you
Yeah.
probably had some kind of struggle putting a tampon in, and
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
what the first scene's about.
Yeah.
And she immediately texted me, like voicemail, was like, "Oh my god, this scene's about me! Like this is
Yeah.
Yeah.
incredible!" And so I was like, after that, we're like, "Yeah, we know exactly what we're doing
Yeah.
here."
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Love
But
it,
yeah,
especially as a teen.
and also a fun fact: those feet in the beginning are mine.
Are they?
What?
You did
I
some
know.
cameos. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, second cameo.
Do the characters that you write, do they differ from like the people that they're inspired by? And how much? Like what did you add and
Mhm.
Yeah.
subtract?
Mhm.
Yeah, I want to say there's like it's based off my parents, obviously, and there's
Mhm.
parts of them that are very much like that,
Mhm.
and then there's parts of them that are very hyperbolic because comedy and movie magic. And what's really important and what I wanted people to take away because something always very shocking to them is that the parents, instead of it the parents coming in and being like, ew, gross, sex, vaginas, don't talk to me about it. Like
Mhm.
we typically see, the parents are like overly invested and like ready to like be her vagina cheerleaders,
Mhm.
as like one
Oh,
would say.
We need vagina
And I think,
cheerleaders.
Yeah.
We all
yeah.
do.
we have
and
one.
I
We are each
and I
other's.
think
We
it's
are.
important, like
Yeah.
here, if you watch the movie and you're, a parent or you have a partner with these conditions or even just a
Mhm.
loved one, like here's like a positive role model and like something you can aspire to be.
So you are the writer, screenwriter, and the executive producer. So what does that mean as far as being an executive producer for our listeners who are not as familiar with filmmaking? And
Mhm.
what role did you have on set, pre-production, on set, and then how long did it take to shoot this beautiful
Oh my
thing?
God.
Your
So
beautiful
much.
baby,
So
yeah.
yeah, obviously I'm the writer. It's based on my true story. So I wrote it. But in terms of executive producer, basically I self-finance this entire film. So usually
Mm.
it's the person that secures funding and
That is
does that
impressive,
distance.
everyone, just so you
Yeah.
know.
Oof.
That
Wow.
is not a
So basically I took my entire life savings since I was 16 years old
Wow.
mm,
and took out all my lines of credit and was like, this is what I want to do. And I told myself if I was going to do one thing before I died, it was make this specific movie.
Yeah,
That's
I love
And
it.
me
I love
too.
so
it.
I was like, okay, I'm calling in every favor I could ever
Oh,
call.
Yep.
And then, also when it comes to set, I was also the producer on set. I was also driving our truck of equipment every day.
Okay.
wow.
I parallel parked it in LA every day.
Nice. Oh, in
Impressive.
LA.
I
Was it shot in
Yeah, I was
LA?
shot in LA. Yeah,
Okay.
shot in
Okay.
LA.
Yeah.
I also God, I did so many jobs. I was also our props master.
Mm.
I ordered
Sounds
all of
like
our
an indie
crafty.
film.
Were you
Yeah,
the
when I
int
say indie,
Yeah.
we
It
were
is low budget.
indie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Low budget,
Yeah.
yeah, and then, obviously, I didn't direct it, but I was there on set because, no one else had gotten a vestibulectomy.
Right.
So,
You're
there's little things like the sitz bath and, like, talking to our actors about, like, what would this look like for her to shuffle and walk during the surgery?
Yeah.
What
mm-hmm.
would that actually feel like? And, um what was really nice is our director also had vaginismus and had
Okay.
used dilators and stuff before, so at least for those scenes, we were able to, like, have 2 different perspectives to bring, which was really interesting and cool too.
Yeah.
And I felt like everybody on set was kinda learning as we went, which was really fun too to watch, like, especially the guys be like, "I've never touched lube before, can I touch it?" Or
Oh
like,
my
"What is
gosh.
this dilator
What?
So
like?" And
good. It's a sexual
yeah.
health education on
Yeah. It was a
set.
sexual
Yeah, I was
health
like, the set
set.
was education in itself, but
Yeah.
I was mainly there, like, to get shit done.
Yeah.
Like, and I was also like the, like, if you have a problem you can't solve and no one else can solve it, I have to solve
Just
it.
call
Like, you know what
Bonnie.
I mean? I'm
Yeah.
the I'm
Get
the
Bonnie.
the head the big cheese, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
would be
Yeah.
like the
Like
best
the
way to
big
describe
butter
it.
churned. Um,
Yeah, I'm the
you're the
butter
big butter
churner.
You were the
churner.
big butter churner.
Just
Yeah.
call me the
Big butter
churner.
churner, and then
I love the
yeah,
fact
so
that
it's
you bet on yourself, right? Like you
Yep.
took
thank
out
you.
all your money and you bet on yourself and
Mhm.
you
Yeah.
did it. And that's
Mhm.
a great lesson that anybody can learn,
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
especially.
Yeah. I
Um,
always say too, like a big theme of this has been, and I'm sure for a couple people on our set too, like if there's no seat at the table, like bring a
Mhm.
damn folding chair.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
you don't need to
Figure it
ask
out.
permission to greenlight your film. There's ways
Correct.
to do it. It's not going to be, as nice as someone handing you, $10 million,
Right.
but there's ways to do it.
Yeah, I love it. I think that's awesome. Okay, now I'm going to ask an ignorant question because as I was watching it,
Mhm.
I thought they were dildos. But I don't know the difference between, I mean, besides, I just think because of the shape, dildo
Yeah.
and a dilator. And then secondly, how many did you have to go through on set? And did you get free samples?
Box sets.
Oh my God. Yeah. I'm happy to talk. The Russian dildos.
Yeah,
Yes.
She called it.
Russian. Those are more serious.
They're
Russian dildo dolls that they stack in
like the
each other.
dolls.
Yeah.
Um, but basically, dilators are almost similar to dildos in a sense of like it's a penile shape kind of
Yep.
object,
Yep.
Mhm.
different sizes. But dilators specifically are like usually just like they go in different sizes. Like the first one's usually the size of your pinky,
Mhm.
and then
Mm.
they kind of go up in size, and you'll have like a target size.
Mm-hmm.
Um, depending on the brand and your doctor and all that stuff, you can discuss that. But what you're basically doing
Yeah.
is using that dilator to stretch out muscles in your pelvic floor.
Yeah.
When you so when you
Yeah.
when the I was gonna say dildo, when the dilator is in there,
She
do
just
you
wants a dildo.
do you have
Hey,
to
listen.
We all need one.
no judgment.
Yeah, you want no judgment.
So
Or
when-
several.
judgment.
Yeah.
So when you have the dilators in there, do you have to do
Yes.
like exercises like Kegels, or do you just leave it in there and Netflix and chill?
You walk around.
Oh, okay.
You just walk around with a
Yeah, can you
dilator in
imagine?
between your legs. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually have one in right now.
Oh my God, Bonnie, this is amazing.
Oh my God.
You look so good doing it.
I
It's
know.
so natural.
you.
We would
I
never
know.
No.
31 years later.
I know. Smarter and more
He's on the
efficient.
size 10. Oh my God, there's no rules. They
That's
actually
true.
like, an orgasm a day keeps the PT away, I guess.
Oh my God,
Love
we need
that.
that. That's a slutty moment.
That's
We
a
need to
slutty
have it on our
moment.
t-shirt.
That is a
Yes.
t-shirt,
Yeah.
100%.
Well, and the thing is, like, there's a couple different disorders where orgasming can be hard, or you have overactive or stuff like that. I am very, very lucky in the sense that, like, my clit is she's good to go. She's working
that's healthy.
properly. That's never been an issue for
Oh,
good.
me. And
amazing.
so
I'm happy
vibrators
for
are like
you.
a lifesaver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I tell people too, like, it's kind of nice because if it calms me down already and makes me feel
Oh.
relaxed, like, first of all, like, bring toys in the bedroom. We
Yes.
love them.
We love
They're not
them.
a hindrance, they're helping.
Mm-hmm.
And
100%.
if you're doing the dilators and that's something that helps,
Yeah.
if it brings you pleasure,
Do it.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it. As
I
long as you're
know.
not hurting anyone, you're not hurting yourself.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do whatever you
full
want.
chest.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The toy chest. Yeah.
We need it.
The toy-
Toy
There
Yeah,
you go,
the
Missy. You
nightstand
need to
drawer.
fill
Yeah.
it with dilators
need
and
toy
other
chests.
things as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
literally, if someone were to look in my nightstand, they'd be like, "This is the kinkiest girl ever." But it's like literally like dilators, pelvic
Good.
wand,
Oh my
industrial
gosh.
size lube.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm sure after the surgery you were ready to party.
Oh yeah, like
Yeah.
a lotion
yeah.
size bottle of
Everything.
lube,
Oh my
of
God, yeah.
everything
Because it
else.
took like a full year of PT before I was ready to even like attempt penetrative sex.
Oh God, that's a long time.
I have been able to have pain-free sex since.
Yay.
That's
Yay,
awesome.
We're happy
Thank
for
you.
you.
Thank
Yay.
you.
Good,
Sometimes
good.
it's still like a mental block, but
Yeah,
we're
I'm
getting
sure
there.
there's a triggering. Yeah.
Triggering,
Mhm.
but with the right partner, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
And the first time I had pain-free sex, I was like, oh, people like this? I understand why now. I
Now
thought
you
everyone
know.
was lying to me.
Right.
I was like, oh, they're all just lying.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Some of them are
And then it just,
actually, but
some,
yeah.
yeah.
It's not about pain. It's just about sex.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Can you tell us about just how fun or awkward it is casting yourself? Because I can't imagine trying to cast myself in a movie, and I'm like, I want her hot, I want her taller than me, I want her maybe blonde.
Oh, that's so funny.
But
Good question.
Asian.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
how were you part of that process? Did you feel like you had to remove yourself at some point because you were biased?
Yeah, I feel like it was collaborative. And again, this was all on Zoom too, which was a little crazy at the time. So like
Yeah.
Nancy was in LA, I'm in New York.
Mm-hmm.
We were, had people join. We like got videos, we did casting calls, callbacks, all that stuff. And I think what was really crazy was I was trying so hard to take myself out of it and be like, this character is not me.
Mm-hmm.
This is a character in the film,
Mm-hmm.
and it needs to serve like the film.
Yeah.
And it doesn't need to look like me. I don't care what the main character
Yeah.
looks like.
Mm-hmm.
It just has to service the story, which is like really hard because of course you're like, well, they're playing me, they have to be gorgeous. They
Yeah.
gotta
Yeah.
be,
Funny, fucking funny.
they gotta be perfect. Yeah. And
Yeah.
clearly I'm not perfect.
Yeah.
So like what's the and
Yeah.
obviously Valentina's like perfect.
She's great.
So
Yeah.
She was amazing.
she was incredible. And she had worked with Nancy before on a short, so we kind of had
Oh,
some
cool.
insight as
Yeah.
to like what she's like to work with, and
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
she was like
Yeah.
incredible on set. She was like so down to clown. She was
Mhm.
so fun, and I think like there was a lot of this role that obviously was like very intense and very vulnerable to do, and she handled all of it like a fucking badass.
Yeah.
Like there's a
She's
part
great.
too where it's like POV vagina and she's freaking like holding the camera operate like she's like the cam op, like holding it at her
Let
vagina.
me just get you a better
Like
angle of my vag.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
in
like
there.
obviously you don't
You're
see her
this way.
vag,
Yeah.
but like
Nice
from
and
her
deep, like.
the
That
preview
is
from her vag.
awesome.
That's totally.
That's so cool.
It's an
Yeah,
indie
so
film.
Yeah.
I think it's like yeah, there was like moments I think it more hit me when we were on set and recording. And it's funny you mentioned the shaving scene because that was like one of the few days where like I was like I had to walk out and I couldn't like I took like a breath because like that scene
Oh.
made me
Oh,
cry when they were
Yeah,
recording it because
me
like you see
too.
it's like
it's
one take,
emotional.
really simple
Mm-hmm.
in this small room, and
Mhm.
it's like beautiful.
Yeah.
And you know, each time they did it, like just it got better and better and more emotional. And like
Yeah,
the
Yeah.
little hand towel exchange, which was
Yeah.
like this little
I
improv
know.
moment, and it was beautiful.
It
Like I thought
was.
that was so cute, and I just lost it. And I took therapy a couple times. Um,
Mm. Yeah.
but I think that's when it really hit. I was like, I think a lot of people that experience like very traumatic things, a lot of times we block it out and we say,
Mhm.
it wasn't that bad,
Yeah.
you
Like
know,
to
and we're
relive
like, oh,
it.
that didn't really
Yeah.
happen. I was exaggerating it.
Mhm.
And we kind of gaslight ourselves. And then to kind of see it play out and be like, no, this actually happened.
Yeah.
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 That was like a weird moment. I don't know why it was the shaving one that did it for me, but it definitely made me be like, "Oh, all these feelings and
Mm-hmm.
stuff that I
Bubbling
shoved
up.
down for years and years and years,
Yeah.
thinking
Yeah.
like, I'm healed, I'm done." And now
Yeah.
I'm like, "No, I'm not." I clearly it's a forever journey,
Yeah.
but that's when it got a little weird for me, but
Well, it's probably really surreal, right? Like it just feels like
oh,
this out of body experience of like,
Yeah.
that's my life that I
Yeah.
wrote and I
yeah.
experienced,
Like,
and now
I
I'm
always
seeing
tell
it.
Mhm.
yeah, and I put up the page to start our Indiegogo and start funding and like talking about it. I was like, this is crazy because you don't need to know me like as a friend to know this about me. Like
Mm-hmm.
anybody could now know like everything about my vagina.
Yeah.
Like I was at I went to my 10-year high school reunion
Oh.
Oh,
and you know, because people follow me on Instagram or
yeah.
whatever, like
Yeah.
people knew about it. And it
Yeah.
Yeah.
was just weird, like,
Yay.
because I'm so used to like, oh, once I get close to someone, oh well, you know, you let them in on something vulnerable. It's not
Yeah.
something, you know, day one, I'm like, hey, you want to know something crazy?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I love
who
that.
knows actually. I
I love
now
that.
now I'm like 5 minutes in, I'm like, so anyway, I got 40 stitches in the vulva. Here's
Yeah.
how it happened.
I know. Yeah.
But I think when it and then when we got to set and we started filming it and it was no longer even just like this idea of something,
Mhm.
especially when it was like out in the world and
Mm-hmm.
there's more people there's people other people involved.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's when it started to get like really real,
Real.
and it was like this crazy experience of, oh, okay, that's my life, that's my story, and now it's no longer my story, it's everybody
Mm-hmm.
else's story,
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's still your
and they can
story
take
that
it
you've
however they
shared.
want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think the moral of the story is we write a script, a movie about ourselves, and then produce it. And then it's therapeutic for us,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Oh my god,
Like
yeah, like
And
Yeah.
it's yours.
Yeah.
You
Therapy. Yeah.
created
it's mine.
it.
Yeah.
It's therapy.
Exactly. Exactly.
Forever
It's therapy,
therapy.
like
Yeah.
Let's talk about so after this surgery and this transformation basically of your vagina, how did this open up your dating life? I'm sure it has broadened your perspective
Oh
and
yeah.
brought a whole new
A
adventure
whole new world.
to your
a
sweet
whole new
vagina.
world. Oh my god. Well,
Especially
I would
because
say
it's
like
public.
even just yeah, even just like the biggest thing being me like sitting on this podcast and having this conversation so openly, like wearing my like coochie necklace and my vulva necklace around town and not giving
Oh,
a
I
shit
love
at what people
it.
think.
Good.
I love
Yeah.
it.
Um, you know, like I said before the surgery, I wouldn't even talk about it. I was like, "Ooh, I'm not even gonna mention it. I'm just gonna say I got this
Mhm.
surgery on my lady parts, and that's all
Mhm.
we
I
need to talk
love
about."
that. Yeah.
And so now I feel like super empowered. And now when
Yeah.
I go into dating, you know, I had some bad relationships too after the surgery,
Mhm.
but you know, man. And
Yeah.
so
What?
Mhm.
No. No, I don't.
no,
I don't know
never.
what you're talking about.
Missy knows no men.
I know.
No.
No,
I
I
do.
I
Every
know
man.
no
I know
men.
what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Men. And
Men.
so
Mm.
basically I think what it was like I kind of realized I was over my fear
Mhm.
And it took a very long time. I want to start with that. It took like
Of
3 or 4
course.
years after the surgery,
Yeah.
and some bad relationships and some finally starting therapy to
Mm.
finally be like, "Oh, you know what? Like, I no longer have a fear of staying in relationships because I'm scared that no one's ever gonna love me with this condition. No
Yeah.
one's ever gonna be with me
Yeah.
because I can't have penetrative sex when, sex, there's so much more to it than
There's
penetration, you
so
know?
much more.
I think that's what changed for me too is, we're so focused on like penis and vagina. And I'm like,
Yeah.
no, like
No, there's so
pleasure
much
can be
more.
found
Yeah.
in so many ways.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I also discovered I was bi. So like that was also something that came out
Congratulations.
of this. Thank you.
Now you can shop in both pools,
I
which is
know.
fantastic. Now
Exactly.
you've
Good for
like
you.
opened up
Yeah.
your whole world.
I
She's got the
know. And then I
toys.
Yeah.
She's got
decided, you know what?
options.
Let me have no time for dating and self-produce and self-finance and do my own
I
movie
mean,
while
that was
working full
genius.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, that's gonna be totally
It's gonna
great.
be great for my sex life.
I just feel like really empowered because I was like, now I feel like I'm going into
Mm.
relationships and
Mhm.
dating with such a different mindset than
Yeah.
like this fear-based. If I gotta find someone who accepts me, and more like, okay, fuck them if they're not gonna accept me
Right.
for like,
Exactly. Yeah.
and like I'm down. Like that's not the end all, not what makes a relationship.
Yeah.
Um,
I love that.
but yeah, currently single. Hit me up.
Hey. Hey,
I mean, this is
listeners.
perfect then.
Bonnie
Hey,
Gross.
yeah.
We'll talk about where
She's
we can find you
single.
later.
Yeah, exactly. Where you
Yeah.
can find her,
Yeah.
wink.
Well, you
Yeah.
said coochie necklace and then you and lady parts. So speaking of those, so how did you decide how far to go in the intimacy scenes?
Yeah. So we did have an intimacy coordinator,
Okay.
Allison, who was,
Yes.
I
Nice.
figured.
yeah, we love intimacy
Yeah.
coordinators.
Yep.
She was incredible. So she actually is we made sure that every actor spoke with them privately so that
Mhm.
there wasn't a power structure because a lot of times these actors can
Yes.
feel pressured into doing
Yep.
something like
Mhm.
sexual by a director, executive
Yeah.
producer,
Mhm.
Yeah.
we didn't want them feeling that way. So they told their boundaries to Allison, and then Allison worked with Nancy to choreograph those scenes to fit everybody's boundaries.
Mm.
And something that was really cool that Nancy and Ola, our DP, discussed was this usage of skin and pleasure.
Mhm.
And what I think is really cool in the movie is every time we see skin, it's in a medical perspective, and
Mhm.
we don't see skin when it's a pleasure. We just see her pleasure in her
Yeah.
face.
I
Yeah.
saw that.
So funny.
Yes.
I love those cuts.
Is there
Yeah.
anything you've learned from producing this movie that you can take to the bedroom?
Ooh, that's a great
Ooh,
question.
So many things.
so many
Did
things.
you
Yes.
did you keep all those samples of
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you
dilators?
have
Yeah,
your
I was
treasure
like, well, I
trove?
Of course
still
she
have
does.
Did you give some to
I
the
have
crew?
Pass them
I
around.
actually made a dilator crown. I think for me, like after leaving this set, I just like became so comfortable with myself and
Mhm.
talking about this stuff that I think like that's what I took into the bedroom was like, it's so important to communicate.
Yes. Yes.
Like you can everybody deserves to have fucking amazing sex,
Mhm.
whatever that means to you.
Yep.
Everyone deserves to feel pleasure.
Yep.
Everyone deserves to have pain-free sex unless you want pain.
Correct.
That's a
Yeah,
different
yeah.
conversation.
That's
But
Yeah.
Whole
the
different.
next episode.
but yeah,
Yeah.
it's not unwanted.
Yeah.
Um, but even like being on set with people that didn't have these conditions and seeing how open they were to talking about them and learning and wanting to learn about them
Mhm.
was what was really amazing to me.
Yeah.
And feeling like, oh, you know what? This isn't as big of a deal as I'm making it to be. And like the right person is not going to care.
Correct.
Mhm.
Correct.
Yeah.
And think you're fucking cool for doing this whole thing and
Yes.
sharing your
Yeah.
story. Like
Fuck
you're
yeah.
walking down the sidewalk, you're like, yeah, it's my
Yeah.
fucking vagina.
You want to see my
You wanna
crown?
see- I've got a movie about it.
Yeah, you want to see
Yeah.
like I said, like if this is too much, he can go find too little.
Correct.
He can go get a
Exactly.
number 1 size dilator. I will take the number 5.
I would take a
Like-
10.
I even
Yeah,
learned
go
how
up to a 10.
You
Like,
could add
let's
that.
push your goals
Oh
here,
my.
Bonnie. I'm
Oh
going to help
my.
you
Yeah.
reach your goals.
Oh yeah, actually 10. My
10.
bad. I should have
10.
said
Yes.
Yeah, start with
10,
10 and then work your
10.
way down if you
Add
have
that
to.
to
but-
your dating profile. Like
Yeah.
what size dilator?
yeah.
I can go to a
Exactly.
10.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
must be a 10
You
before
must
you
be a
even
10.
message me.
Yes,
That's
exactly.
actually,
Yes.
yeah, that's a
There
good
you
one.
go. There
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah.
There you
And-
go.
And honestly, like, who has a movie about their vagina?
I know.
Like, how cool is that?
Yeah.
No one's got a
Yeah.
movie about their vagina.
I learned how to say vestibulitis and Okay, this one was hard. Vaginismus or
Oh yeah,
vaginismus?
so it's vaginismus and
Okay, so
vestibulitis.
or lady parts.
Lady parts.
Lady parts.
Yeah.
We might
And
have
I
to
didn't
just go
even
with
put
lady
the full
parts.
condition name I have because it was so long and complicated. It's
Yeah.
neuroprolific vestibulodynia.
Wow.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Because they want to make everything complicated. We couldn't come up with a better name.
Comedy's
Yeah.
hard to execute, but you did it very well.
It
and
was.
It's really hard to do.
I think like that was the beauty of our set is that we, instead of like being like, oh, this is awkward, it was like, let's lean into it.
Totally.
Let's get fun with
Yeah.
it. Like we
Yeah.
actually shot in a sex dungeon for one of our scenes.
That's amazing.
Amazing.
Did you have to
because
go find that location? Did you
Yeah,
like
how did
tour
you do
some
that?
sex
We need some
dungeons?
field trips,
Yeah,
yeah.
So-
exactly.
yeah, our director knew about it
Mhm.
in North Hollywood, and basically we were looking for like a medical room. So like a medical play, and they had a medical playroom which had, you know, the exam room, stirrups. It looks like a
you
doctor's
shot
office.
in there. That's,
that's awesome.
amazing.
And so we went to go location scout,
Yeah.
and you know, there's that like blue exam room table where you know, you, like we
Uh-huh.
were gonna film on. So Ola, our like DP, is like, oh, can like this hold, you know, a person? He's like, I seen 3 people up there.
Oh,
We were like,
Oh,
oh.
even better.
And then I have pictures of me taking meetings on like the little cross thing. Like I'm just like leaning back, taking meetings.
that's
Love it.
awesome.
I have our entire sound room.
Oh my
They're in like
gosh.
this whole room with like, you know, X's and all this
That's
stuff, just
hilarious.
like casually doing sounds,
Yep,
like in the
yep.
other room.
That's awesome.
Like,
Lean into it.
lean into it. Like,
Switch
Yeah.
gears for 1 second. So we had another writer on, and so I'm going to do a quick quiz for you. I'm going to give you
no.
3 words, and you have to come up with 3 synonyms within 3 seconds. All right.
Okay.
Since you're a fabulous writer, here it goes.
Yeah.
3 words for penis. 1, 2, 3, go.
eggplant, popsicle, hot dog.
Yes.
Yes.
All the
Okay.
food.
Okay,
Yes.
those are
Okay,
amazing.
okay,
I'm
yeah.
hungry if you can.
Well, try this one.
Yeah.
Nipples.
Okay. Nipples.
Related to food, perhaps.
Mhm.
Oh, related to food.
No, I'm just
No.
kidding. Just
Oh
synonyms.
no, okay. I was like pepperoni, Hershey Kiss.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yes.
Yes. I'm like thinking like triangle.
Yeah.
I just want to say the word pucker for some reason.
Yeah.
Pucker.
I like the pucker.
Hmm.
That's cool.
That's a nice visual.
fun
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also love the Hershey's Kiss.
I do
That's
love the Hershey.
amazing.
I
And
mean,
you were quick with
I
that.
can see that.
Yeah, the Hershey's
Yeah.
are very
We've all had
kissable.
Hershey kisses in our mouth, so it's
We've
God.
all been.
weirdly familiar. Okay, vagina.
Oh my god. Well, I have a whole T-shirt of.
Oh,
Oh,
wait, that's cheating.
Wait,
All right.
what are
But
they?
I will
Okay.
say
Read it
stuff
to
that's
us.
not on-
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
say
What do they
stuff
all
that's not on
say?
there, 'cause-
Okay.
So we make friendship bracelets that are like terms for vagina or vulva that
Mhm.
aren't vagina or vulva because like we're trying to destigmatize it. But anyway, I can say my favorite ones.
Okay, go
Because
ahead.
we have penis flytrap.
Love it.
Flappuccino.
Slappuccino?
No, flappuccino, but flappuccino's good too.
Flappuccino. That's funny.
And oh god, there's so many. I love a classic Lady Garden.
Lady
Garden.
Garden.
I love flowers.
Oh my God.
I have a lady
I
garden.
liked the Venus.
I have a lady-
I have a
Fly
secret,
trap.
not so secret
Flytrap
garden.
was funny.
I
The
like the
Venus
Venus. I
flytrap.
thought it was hilarious. Yeah, I like that one.
Venus
I like
flytrap
the
is
funny
great.
ones.
Yeah, yours is
I
like
do
probably
too.
penis.
Or
flytrap.
Dick Dungeon.
Oh,
Detention.
yes.
And she goes on
I
and
was gonna
on
say,
and on.
The
Muff,
Dick Dungeon.
Bip,
Oh,
Yes.
you could have said
Yeah.
less than the next 10.
You passed the quiz. Congratulations. You're
Yeah.
officially
Thank
a
you. I
writer.
was so nervous.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're officially a writer.
Good for
All right.
you.
All right.
Thank you.
It's like a club.
We're proud of you.
Oh my gosh. We loved having you on.
Yes.
You're amazing. I love your story. It's inspiring for anyone,
Mhm.
not just writers
Mhm.
or
Yeah.
filmmakers,
Yeah.
but I
Women.
think it's just women and just empowerment
Yeah.
and betting on yourself,
Mhm.
really. Like,
Yeah.
you don't need fucking permission to do anything
No.
unless,
No.
want to, but
Gaslight yourself.
yeah,
Yeah,
I love
exactly.
it. I
Yeah.
love that. So we could talk to you for another hour,
Oh,
but
yeah. We ask the guest to use the word of the day in a sentence as it applies to, I would say, your work. Butter churner.
The butter churner.
Mhm.
Butter churner. Like butter churner, I hardly know her.
I love it. You're so
That's
good.
actually really
See?
good.
You
Yes.
did it.
That's awesome.
What advice would you give to your younger self about relationships?
Oh my god. So much. How much time do we
So
have?
much time.
I think the main thing is I would say that your body knows before your brain. if that makes sense.
Oh.
And and a lot of times I feel like stop staying in relationships out of fear or out of what you think everybody wants for you, and be in a relationship because you want to be in one and because it is benefiting and giving you pleasure. And the best relationship you're going to have is with yourself.
I love that.
Yeah.
Me too. That's the best advice.
You
I
and
love
your
that.
dilators. Yeah.
You and your
Yeah, you
dilators.
and the number 10
You and your
dilator,
toy
you're
box.
Whatever
gonna
you want to
have the
call
best
them.
relationship
Toy
you're
box.
ever gonna have.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and my little vibe are having the time of our lives.
Me and my vibe.
That's what it
Bonnie,
should be.
Bonnie, thank you so much for coming on our show. It was a pleasure to have you. And how I know we can't really watch. They can't watch the movie Lady Parts
yet.
yet. But
Yeah.
how do our sluts find you on social media?
Or
Oh
the
my
movie.
God. Well, hello, sluts. We welcome all sluts.
Yay!
And so thank you for having me as well. I'm so excited to be here. You can follow us on Instagram at ladyparts_film or at www.ladypartsfilm.com.
But you heard it here, sluts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Bonnie.
Yeah, thank you
Thank
again,
you.
Bonnie. You were great, and I love your movie.
Oh my
and
God.
you're great. You're very
Thank
funny.
you.
So thank you, sluts, for listening. Follow, subscribe for more slutty moments. Sluts out.
Sluts
Sluts out.
out.